they didn't find the aircraft. But Malaysia Airlines, remember, they didn't find a piece of plane, piece of luggage, or anything.
$2014.
How was that possible?
See that, and that's like the reverse thing about like the Bermuda Triangle and the one in Japan is that they'll find everything except the people, which is strange.
But the Malaysia Airline, like, they didn't find anything.
Nothing. Yeah. So this will happen in 2014.
They letting people tell you how advanced and how they can fly through space, but y'all can't find a plane with a
black box.
You got sonar, you got everything.
But not even that, the black box. I used to work in aviation.
Right, satellites.
No, the black box is the main component in any aviation vehicle in the sky.
Exactly. So what the deal was with Kobe's, right?
Kobe, but Kobe was a sacrifice. Yeah, they said they couldn't find the black box. You can always find the black. It has a what's called a tracking. You can always find the black box. Right. But Kobe was a sacrifice anyways to begin with. That was for LeBron to be the king. You know what I mean? So
telling me about that crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's why like people in aviation, when they hear stories about this in the sky and they say they can't find the black box, it always raises a red flag with us because we know you can find the black box. It can't be destroyed. You know what I'm saying?
You know how to fly a plane?
No.
Oh.
I would if I could. We out. So we want to find another flight then that is similar to a plane that just completely disappeared.
Yeah, I'm looking for something like Malaysia where it just poof, just
so we have Malaysia then. So this one happened in 2014.
Of course. That's the year my son was born.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, literally, like our years, like everything that surrounds our life has something to do with all the worst shit. You will not believe it. Like literally today, I looked up Mark Zuckerberg and his birthday is May 14th, 1984. May 14th is Jay's birthday and 1984 is my year. Like,
it's all connected.
It's crazy.
It's all connected. This was meant to happen. This was supposed to happen this way. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Right. All the big resets, everything was done in 1973. That's Santana's year. Or 1984. The hell, they even made a book about that year, about it being the reset. So no, it's just crazy.
So as of 1984, Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, they had to make Wonder Woman 1984. Like, why did you have to make it 1984? It's crazy.
Yeah, they said there's been over 90 commercial airlines that have gone missing.
90? Now, how don't we know about that?
Without a single piece of wreckage ever located. There's 90 of them on record.
90.
And we've only heard of one or two.
Right. And what's the first reported one? What year was that?
What? Shoot, Dragons. I guess it's been a minute. That's even Vince. It's been a while. You figure Bermuda, even Bermuda Channel, they've been getting things for a while. So we'll find a different algorithm. So I'm gonna over the weekend see if I can give me a couple hours together and just start piecing up cities by cities, because that's a big deal. And I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure that all these are going to be moved from YouTube, because I don't know what happens when you tell people that in the future this building is going to be attacked. So their standards are so ridiculous. But we got the algorithm, and we're going to just continue. I'm going to go do about city by city by city. But every time you get to a different piece of algorithm, you find out we're somehow connected to them. Like
what we were just talking about.
Yeah, like literally, like the South Dakota pipeline is connected to everything that's going in Dubai. And Dubai, the reason why we're in Dubai is, again, Dubai's oil. Dubai's trying to find another industry because they know the oil industry is crashing. So they're looking for a reason to get out of oil. And that attack they've got planned will be their reason to get out of oil and have a reset for them at the expense of a lot of people. And us saying these things, and in particular, please give light to that telescope in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Tell everybody in the world that you know to get their eyes on that telescope they're trying to build in Hawaii.
Uh-oh, what you find, Raphael?
That's a big deal.
No, I was just like, they took down the 5th video in our series yesterday.
Which one was that one?
The last one. I don't know what we must have been talking about, something on there. I don't know. It don't matter.
Yeah, let's see.
And that was the last one you put up.
Yeah.
That's the one I was asleep for.
Well, here's the thing. We're about to take everything off anyway. Once we get the document.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, because you ain't had that up for not even 12 hours, right?
Less than that. No, but that's a big thing too for people who are watching, man. Social media is dead. So,
but they're doing it on purpose, though. They're shutting people's accounts down because they want people to walk away from it. They're trying to find an excuse.
They're trying to rebrand.
They're trying to find an excuse to shut everything down because it's broke.
And then this is the deal. This is how they win you back. Everything gets really bad. Everybody complains. We don't like this, and this is wrong. And they know that's why they created this fight. So they'll make it really, really terrible. Then they'll have to shut it down, but then they get to come back, and then they get to win you back because everything's going to be free and you're going to be able to stay and do whatever you want. But then that's
the Hydelian dialect. But see, they're ushering the whole thing about social media is going from a 2D platform to virtual reality. That's why people on social media just get off of it, because unless you're not going to put on those goggles, you're not going to be a part of social media.
Well, I guess we won't be, because I'm not doing that.
I ain't doing it.
They're not tapping into my brain no more. No. I know what they're doing to the pineal gland with those things.
That's why I was trying to be cool with my daughter, because we're talking about babies and stuff. I'm like, did you know that when a baby's born in a fetus, the pineal gland in the top roof of your mouth is connected? That's why when you meditate, you put your tongue on the top of the roof of your mouth, and that's what stimulates the pineal gland. Then she comes out and she was like, well, did you know that everybody's born a girl? I was like, hold up. I'm over here trying to hit you with some flavor.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
He said he told you she's smarter than you.
It's okay. She needs to be.
No, listen, it's all good, but no, censorship, and listen, don't play into this whole Elon Musk is Batman. No, he has not done anything for humanity. And look, he's already putting the bid on hold, because now it's supposed to be Twitter is full of crap, and they tried to make it seem like they got all these billions and billions of users, but now it's turning out to be a bunch of bots.
And that's what it is. I tell people all the time, whoever's popular, whether it's in music, social media, politics, the ones who are most popular that are being the push that you're seeing everywhere, those are the ones you have to question. You know what I mean? It's the ones who ain't getting the views. It's the ones who are not popular. Those are the ones you have to pay attention to. Those are the ones you got to listen to. But
so everybody should know that all of this stuff is crumbling down, and anybody that has huge followings, they have it because they're allowed to.
And a lot of their likes is, and then people are fake. These are fake accounts.
But more importantly, if you got a following, who's affecting any change?
Right.
Like a person who has 2 followers that's doing something is more valuable than the person who has 2 million doing nothing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you see this thing is falling apart. This thing is falling apart.
And they know it is. They getting ready for my whole, like, I've been really studying this Phoenix thing. Like, I've been really studying this thing to understand it. You know what I mean? And people are just preparing for that event. It's just a matter of what you want to prepare for. It just comes down to you. You know what I mean? And what your truth is and what you believe. But everybody's preparing for this Phoenix in their own fashion. These elites.
How so? I mean, but how so? How does one prepare for this?
So this is the thing, from what I'm understanding, like, and these are, and when it deals with, this is why I cannot get away from it, is because when somebody talks numbers or geometry, that never lies. That stands true and true. So every time, every time there's a Phoenix reset, we have a 30-degree shift in our rotation of this planet. So the one that's coming in 2040, the way that it's being described, when it shifts again, the safest place to be in is around Egypt, Iraq, Iran. Those are the places, and as you can see, these people are invading Ukraine. It's a lot more, child trafficking is involved, but they're positioning themselves to be in the most safest spot when the Phoenix event occurs, because when the Phoenix event occurs, those are going to be the places that are going to be, it's not even going to be affected. Like they say, the
Well, no,
United States.
that's why they're making sure they're getting all this sex trafficking over there. That's why it's so heavy.
They setting up shop.
Right, because they want a bunch of females so they can have reproduction.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
This is what how they do this. It's a one-trick pony. It's the same. It's ridiculous. I can't believe if I've been reincarnated and have done this multiple times, I am very embarrassed because I see this go around, how literally it's the same thing over and over and over again. And I would hate to think that I really forget every time I come back. And then I have to relearn it.
This time it's going to be different though.
Well, it's already different.
Yeah, it's going to be different.
Understand that when we was kids and Mike Tyson want to beat somebody up, it'd have been news every day of the week. You'd have been a big deal. That's news cycle lasted for a day. People already stopped talking about Chris Rock and Will Smith. Nothing is sticking.
Look, I don't even think Dave Chappelle's is sticking, right?
Nothing. I forgot about that. Listen, I was trying to, I know it was a 30.
Yeah, like nobody's talking about the girl that got served papers.
Nobody's talking about Will Smith and Jada.
Nobody's talking about any of them.
No one cares.
No one cares. And guess what? But let me tell you, and guess what? If Ray J came out and nobody's talking about Ray J anymore either, that's something they shouldn't bury. But they're not talking about that. And you know what else they're not talking about? They're not talking about Wendy Williams. Like how her bank and how her production company has literally hold her money, froze her money. She can't even pay her bills.
Yeah, so like, it's crazy because everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy, saying I'm lying because they literally stole the money.
Right, but it's like they really will take your money.
Publicly. And, and understand that Wendy Williams is a multimillionaire and she's a famous person. And everyone is sitting around just watching her money being withheld from her.
And it's not like a situation where they sent her money somewhere else. Like, no, her money was in her bank.
Account, and they would not let her have her own money.
Yeah.
And people like, y'all watching this happen, so y'all not understanding that.
And even if you don't like her, and even forget how you feel about her. Listen, the personality that she puts on that television is a personality. These people are paid to entertain you. And regardless of what anybody wants to say,
it's her money.
Right. It's her money. She got paid to do that job. Money. She got her money and she put it in her bank.
And understand that for them to do that, for them to do that so publicly in front of all of y'all, lets you know that they have no respect for us anymore, where they can just do everything in front of us now. It's just a lack of respect to say, you know what, we have so little respect, and we don't have to do this.
And they're counting on, her community, they're counting on you Black people to be like, oh, I don't like her no way. You know what? That's what she get. That's what she get, because all she do is talk shit about people, and she just want to wish bad luck on people and all stuff. Like, no,
what goes around comes around.
Exactly, all that nonsense.
That's her money,
right?
And you understand, y'all are just sitting back and accepting that, and understand not going at the production company and her bank, because that's illegal. That's her money. Shouldn't she be able to call the police and get her money? But the fact that she can't even call the police to get her own money out of the bank lets you know that all of it is fake.
Everything, but see, that's the thing. It's to piggyback on what you're saying. If you look at it from a perspective of this Phoenix, they know what's coming down. They don't care no more. They doing it right in your face.
Right.
They don't care.
That's the whole point. The whole point.
They don't
is,
care.
Yeah,
like
they don't care no more. Like you can
they
tell.
don't care no more. Yeah.
Yep, they letting you know. They letting you know that even if it was an act, they're letting you know that people can run up on the stage with very rich people. They letting you know that you can touch them. They knowing that they telling you that you can bring a gun and a knife on the stage and make contact with the greatest comedian of our time. You understand that he did not just see him at an event. No, he touched him.
And for the record, he's way better than Kevin Hart. Just in case. So,
I'm talking about Dave Chappelle.
I know. I'm saying, people, Kevin Hart.
People say that he's the best.
Kevin Hart likes to kind of put himself out there.
But does anybody else say it but Kevin Hart?
No, but I want him to know.
Nobody say it.
No,
to
me,
to me, who's funny is Cat Williams.
Yeah, Cat
Williams. That's my dude. I think he's the greatest. Him and Martin Lawrence.
We like what you call him. God or died. Our favorite is
Patrice O'Neal, man.
Oh, he was funny. It was funny.
Yeah. Oh man, he was so funny.
So I just wanted to make for the record a couple of things, just for the record. And this is this kind of nonsense that I like to throw out there. Kevin Hart tries to throw little compliments out for himself to kind of get somebody to kind of float an idea around and make it seem like it didn't come from him. But just in case, Kevin Hart, you want people to say that you're the funniest, you are not. Dave Chappelle is it. You are a distant fourth-ish of a generation.
Yeah.
Second,
listen.
I mean, he's funny.
He's hilarious. If he's roasting somebody, Kevin Hart is hilarious roasting.
Don't compare yourself to Chappelle.
Yeah.
And also, Arsenio Hall, you are the dick rider of the year. Man, you are a dick rider. Stop. You dick rider through all the resets.
Not Arsenio Hall in the dog pound.
That's that right there. I mean, that's like, listen, you're a dick rider with Eddie Murphy on the movie. You spitting in your own face. Hey, dick rider, it'd be funny. What's that?
Arsenio Hall.
You spit in your own face. That's a great idea. I would have a code that week to make it funnier.
Let me ask you this. Now that we're going down memory lanes with these comedians, y'all remember Sinbad, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He had a movie, right? Y'all remember the movie he was in?
House Guest.
No, he was a genie.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay,
you remember that, right?
Yeah.
If you go back, they did the Mandela effect on that. It's no longer anywhere.
What?
They did the Mandela effect on that movie. It doesn't exist.
What do you mean? I remember that.
I know. I remember that too. I've watched it so many times. If you go on right now, they have rescripted. I'm being serious. Check it. Look, I can pull it up right here. They even gotten Sinbad to say that he never did the movie.
He's saying he never did the movie?
And we're like, we know, we grew up. Why? I remember this movie with you. Yeah.
I remember him in the outfit. Put Genie movie.
No, I'm kind of letting the Sinbad.
Yeah, but that's,
I know,
you got to get that Sinbad. Yeah. Get out of here.
Isn't that, this Mandela effect?
You're right. It's not. I don't see anything.
Yeah, there ain't nothing.
Nothing.
And if you go to an interview, like he even says it too, he was like, I was never in that movie, you guys. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, this simulation is very intelligent. It is very intelligent. And what it likes to do, it just likes to
Shazam, right? Shazam.
That was Shaquille O'Neal.
That was Shaquille, yeah.
At which time?
No, it was Shazam. It was Shazam.
Yeah.
But not Sinbad though.
No, but Sinbad, yeah, that was the original Shazam.
Right. I'm telling you, it was Shazam. Sinbad did Shazam. Shaquille O'Neal did it too.
Yeah,
right.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, you know what I realized.
But there's a video I can show you where the kid has it recorded, where he's showing the movie in his recorder. So they're like, yeah.
Let me. Yeah, you gotta show it to me. If you
Oh
got
my
it.
God! Look at it. It says, despite what many people believe, this Shazam movie simply does not exist. However, Sinbad did host a Sinbad the Sailor movie marathon in 1994, in which he dressed up as a genie. In addition, Shaquille O'Neal starred as a genie in 1996 movie Shazam, which also may contribute to collective confusion. Nah.
Yeah. You see how crazy that is? It's crazy, right? I remember watching it.
Listen, I know I saw it. I know I did. That's why I'm like, yeah, I remember that.
But see what they make a second guess now, but that's just a simulation. Just
listen, for you to have an answer and say this movie simply doesn't exist.
To say that it doesn't exist.
Simply.
Instead of just not
like showing up. This is so ridiculous.
For something that don't exist, then nothing shows up. But for something to show up to say it don't exist, it lets me know that it does exist.
Man, what? And it was that bad, huh?
No. The message in there, they need not to get out the message.
What was the message?
there was something in that movie they don't want us to remember. That's what it is. See, look, this is the movie here.
Please say they show him.
I wonder why he said he didn't do it.
Right. How weird. There he is.
There he is.
Why are they saying that he didn't do it?
We gotta get that movie to find out, because
isn't that wild?
It's something they don't want us to see.
They don't want to see it. There's something in that movie.
I gotta see it now. I gotta see it.
Yeah, somebody saying Shazam, A Haunting Mandela Effect, the Lost Genie movie.
I gotta see it now. I gotta see it.
How crazy.
But this is what the Soliloquy does, bro. Now that I'm understanding more about this AI intelligence, man, it does this to the point where, like, as a collective, look what we're doing to ourselves right now. We're like, there's no way
and I'm telling you,
does that on purpose.
Some of us,
I remember the movie.
People retain the memories, and I'm telling you, they are constantly erasing our memories. I swear to God, I really believe that, and I'm telling you, these things, these phones, the flash, all of this stuff, it's affected our memories. I'm telling you.
Oh, that picture of Basquiat.
I'm telling you.
Basquiat's Mona Lisa had the flash on
Yep, it's the flash on the Mona Lisa, on Basquiat's Mona Lisa. And I'm telling you,
Basquiat misses the flash a lot.
My whole thing is, if your phone goes off and they tell you to allow it to take a picture of you or something like that, do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. You cannot look back after that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, because they make you do it to yourself, and everybody on this planet has a cell phone.
For a reason. Yeah, it's for a reason too. It's our own demise. But yeah, that's the whole Sinbad thing.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm
gonna look into that.
I am thoroughly impressed. I am going to find that movie, and I am a finder of things. I assure you, I'm going to find that movie, because you're going a long way to hide something, and if you're going so far to hide it, then I'm going to go a long way.
And then the way he's acting about it, like I was not in that movie. Like,
that's what got me. Yeah, that's what got me. Like, they could say whatever they want and say this isn't real. But I was reading his interview, and when he said that, I was like, I know you lying, because I watched it so many times when I was young. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that right there lets you know something's definitely wrong with you to watch it more than once, brother. That movie was trash.
Hey, bro, when you grow up military and your dad has a VHS and he says, "This is what we watching." This is what we watching.
It's genius. This is what you gonna watch.
Okay,
Every day at 3:30. I'm like,
Every day.
at 3:30.
I'll accept that. That's an acceptable answer.
Man.
That's acceptable. But what I also notice is this. Do you notice that people don't realize typecasting is more important than they can imagine?
What did you
You
say?
will notice that typecasting is more important than you can imagine. For example, John Goodman has never played a villain in a movie, because understand that the reason why these movies act out a particular way is because they're trying to pass this shit off as real to people. So the representation of the American white man is an overindulgent, fat, sloppy white man. So they always use John Goodman in those roles as a nice guy, but he's always fat and always eating. You watch every movie he's in, he's always a nice guy and he's always over, and his name is Goodman because he's a representative of a good man. He's a represent. They don't realize how they're being represented in a bigger picture. So think of any movie, every movie, he's never a villain.
Roseanne wants another shot. She's saying that she deserves it. She's saying she deserves it. You think that Roseanne deserves it?
I think that there's an algorithm that shows us that we're being sacrificed. And as soon as we're made aware of that, we can stop child sex trafficking, and I can get me a decent haircut.
That's the way to go.
I'm just looking like Kung Fu Joe in this joint. Look at me, man. This is no way for a black man to live his existence.
I really thought it was Jimi Hendrix. I was like, boy, go get your guitar.
Kiss me, yes, I kiss the sky.
Listen, this is just unacceptable, man. This is just, I just can't imagine why someone would do that to another person's hair for no reason. So I am fighting for a better world where I can go somewhere and get a haircut.
All right, y'all. Well, all I know is that we gotta study that Mona Lisa picture. We all saw the Bitcoin on there. Yeah. Undeniably.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it, and we'll do some more researching, because I think we laid the foundation for what this is, so anybody can run with it.
That's the whole point. Everyone collectively need to start doing this, because if everybody is watching, there's like, come on, we got these events down, and I need someone to understand that literally less than 24 hours ago, we explained to everyone who's watching that there is a plane attack and how it's going to go down. And then less than 24 hours later, that leader is dead. And what was it? Do you know what his name was?
Yeah, I forgot what it was, but
better yet, have you been able to find a cause of death? I mean,
nah.
they say
he suffered from an illness. Yeah. They haven't even said anything.
Nope.
Because it ain't real.
Exactly. And you saying that he's 73, that's not old. 73, like, that's not a big deal.
No, it's just anything. I know all this is staged, you know what I mean? But it's a greater purpose for something else. And that's what we're trying to figure out.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Everything that we drop on this podcast.
Do you realize his name is Sheikh Khalifa?
Yeah.
And we told everyone that the Khalifa, the Burqa Khalifa was getting hit. You think that's an accident that Sheikh Khalifa died?
The very next day. Y'all don't
listen,
you don't think that it's weird that we told y'all to look at the pattern with the OJ trial and the Kardashians, and all of a sudden now Ray J's coming out, making sure he don't have nothing to do with these people? Everything that we're talking about, so using our algorithm.
Less than 20, literally, if you look at the time, 6 hours after we explained the Burqa Khalifa terror attack that's going to happen in 2029 in Dubai, the president of the UAE, Sheikh Khalifa, dies. That's a coincidence, huh? Is that a coincidence? I mean, like, I know that I'm crazy. I'm wearing this figure on my, you know,
all I'm saying is
not,
that the ones who are in control saw the video.
let me tell you more importantly,
they're like,
I
okay.
didn't realize that I may not be giving myself the best of representations with my Jimi Hendrix.
I'm just glad you just got that on, because yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
And look at the picture of Sheikh Khalifa, and guess what he's wearing? Look at him, if you can see it. His head wrap.
Mm-hmm.
It's like mine. I didn't the same thing. We connected. So I want you to understand that if he did not know about that, if he didn't know that, you understand that the implications of if he did know. Now, I think we all know that he didn't. So because we know that he did know, well, there's some people that's got to answer the questions. And that means if he did know, that means that we know who did that September 11th thing. We know exactly who did. Everything. We know all of it. And we know what's coming next. And we know that my knee, a police is Minneapolis.
So is it like, see, I don't know what customs is over there, because they're saying that the government is going to be closed for 3 days. And then they're going to do a 40-day warning period. So is that customs over there?
Yes.
Is that just what customs is?
Yes.
I don't know.
They do a 40-day warning. Yes, that's customary.
Okay.
So I'm simply saying that, hey, I know that I'm an insignificant peon that y'all want to say is just a nigga, but I gave mention to this gentleman yesterday I had a meeting with, and he's not alive. Not because I did anything, but I'm simply saying that I'm going to tell the world about what the plans are for the world. And if you live in America, let me give you something that you better not ever do. Do not let the Postal Service go out of business, and make sure that stays in the hands of the people. As long as the Postal Service stays in the hands of the people, America will be safe. DHL, FedEx, UPS, all run by this, and Amazon, all run by the CIA and FBI. So everything is going through. That satellite that they're trying to build in Hawaii, they've been trying to build that satellite since the 60s. So let me say it to you again. They're spending billions of dollars, and they've been trying to build a satellite on the most sacred mountain in Hawaii since the 60s. You know why? Because we're going to stop them and stop this plan. And the way it works is like this. This thing they're trying to put together ain't going to go down the way they want it to go down. And as long as we stop it, the whole thing collapses. And it will make the people who are putting these decisions on us and making the decisions we make have to atone for their sins. And the fantastic part is it doesn't have to be us. We don't have to do it. We have to stop them from doing what they're trying to accomplish and what they're trying to accomplish. But the universe is going to take care of their own, because the people who they answer to will deal with them. Or the things that they answer to will deal with them. But we got to start telling the truth and ending blindness. And Benjamin Crump is a booger wolf too. Benjamin Crump was born under the harvest moon. Just want y'all to know that Benjamin Crump is a monkey.
So it's saying that it's 12 facilities housing 13 telescopes.
Currently.
Yeah.
But they want to tear those down to build a mega joint.
But you don't think it's funny that they're going to do it's 13?
Well, no, they're going to try. They turn the 12 down. So they're getting rid of the disciples to put up the one. They want the one world order. And guess what? Now that we know about it, we break that, because guess what? Everything's connected. I got something so seductive for Baltimore. Wait till I show you what Baltimore is. I cannot wait till we tie this up. You got to understand that we are feeding something. And the systems, they create big systems just to slow them down, to keep suffering taking place. Like prisons is the perfect type. you get things in those systems and people just suffer and they just wait. You're hungry? Wait. You're sick? Wait. You need medical attention? Wait. Everything is a wait. You know, if you want glasses, 6 months for a pair of glasses. You know, your broken ankle, if you got a toothache, you have an emergency, your jaw swollen, everything is a wait. So everything is extended and you just suffer and it stinks.
So
it's dirtier they're dirtier than a zoo. You know, they're dirtier than a zoo. So I'm saying that we're watching all this and we shouldn't. And hospitals, prisons, and abortions are your 3 generators of all of the blood for the systems. So you find the places that have the most prestigious hospitals, and you're going to find they have the most prisons, and you're going to also find, coincidentally, they have the most abortions. That's the reason why Lightfoot, the Booger Wolf of the Year, mayor of Chicago, is going off on the Roe versus Wade thing, because she's a Booger Wolf and it contains those 3 things. Very high in murders, very high in hospitals, very high in abortions.
Can I
Please, by all means.
Who is W.M. Keck? Do you know who that is? W.M. Keck.
How do you spell Keck?
K-E-C-K.
Oh, it's a foundation.
Yeah, William Myron Keck,
Mm-hmm.
founder of Superior Oil Company.
Mm-hmm.
That's who's funded this observatory telescope in Hawaii on that mountain, Keck Observatory.
So I have a question for you. Why is an oil company financing a telescope?
Because he's a philanthropist.
You understand?
They're always the best.
You understand? So why don't we find out who's financing those?
Oh, you know what? Let me tell you. Let me show you something real fast. This is super fun.
Yeah.
Because you know, there's a story about this philanthropist. They talk about in the comic books. Believe it or not, it's hilarious.
And why don't we find out who's funding the pipelines in Dakota?
Yeah. Let's do who's funding that, because you know what? You always find that it's these philanthropists that are funding these huge. I'm going to send you this, Raphael. It's a very, very short video. Very short. Copy.
Oh, you have 17 people who has funded the Dakota Access Pipeline.
17. Let's get their names. We'll find their names.
Yeah, I got it right here. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I'll find out. You know, let's find out who thinks it was a good idea.
I just sent you a clip of something so people can hear about. You know, it's so funny because these comic books and especially DC Comics. DC Comics give you real life stories.
Right.
Okay. These characters, Joker,
Superman,
Batman,
those are real people.
Dr. Manhattan.
And Marvel is the system. And Marvel, all those characters are evil. Professor Xavier is the devil. All of them are evil. And DC are real people.
Yep.
Yeah, Professor Xavier was the devil. You know, and everyone, they're telling the perspective from the devil's perspective, but the X-Men are the people who are about to be deleted. Mm-hmm. They don't realize the X-Men aren't the mutants. I mean, they're mutants, but literally they're about to be removed. The X-Men, literally.